We've only got a few more videos of RPM left, and today we are going to be talking about Scott Truman, the Red Ranger of the RPM team. Let's get into it. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fan Club. It is your boy Dan Brosnan in the building. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you could join us today. We only have a few videos left of the RPM series. Then we are going to be moving down the line. But today we have to talk about Scott Truman, Ranger Operator Series Red. This dude is a legend, man. Love this character. I can't wait to break this character down, and I want to hear what you guys think of Scott Truman down in the comments. Now let's get into it. In the RPM Power Rangers universe, Scott Truman, the son of Colonel Mason Truman, emerges as a pivotal figure in the fight against Venjix, an evil computer virus threatening humanity's existence. Scott, driven by a desire to prove himself and earn his father's approval, embarks on a journey filled with trials, sacrifices, and ultimately triumph. Initially overshadowed by his older brother Marcus, Scott finds himself trapped in his sibling's shadow, with his father constantly comparing him to his more experienced brother. Despite his determination and spirit, Scott struggles to gain recognition and acknowledgement from Colonel Truman. Fate, however, had a different path in store for him. During the battle for Corinth, Scott's fighter jet is shot down, leading to his brother Marcus's tragic death. This event profoundly impacts Scott, fueling his resolve to honor his brother's memory and protect Corinth from Venjix's relentless onslaught. In a twist of destiny, Scott encounters Dr. K, a brilliant scientist who recognizes his potential and recruits him as Ranger Operator Series Red, the leader of the RPM Power Rangers. This newfound responsibility thrusts Scott into the forefront of the battle against Venjix, requiring him to make critical decisions and lead his team with courage and determination. As Ranger Red, Scott displays exceptional leadership skills, strategic thinking, and dedication to his mission. He takes his duties seriously, ensuring the team's unity and maintaining an upper hand against Venjix's forces. Scott pilots the powerful Eagle Racer, soaring through the skies and engaging in high-speed chases against Venjix's minions. Despite his newfound status as a Ranger, Scott's relationship with his father remains strained. Colonel Truman continues to doubt Scott's abilities, causing a rift between them. Determined to prove his worth, Scott embarks on a journey outside the city walls, retrieving a crucial device needed to activate the Croc Carrier Zord. During this mission, he discovers a letter written by Marcus recommending Scott as the leader of the 2nd Eagle Squadron. This revelation serves as a turning point for Scott. It offers a glimpse into his brother's belief in his abilities, providing him with the validation he desperately sought. While his father's approval continues to elude him, Scott finds comfort in the support of his Ranger teammates and the growing respect of the Corinth citizens. In the face of overwhelming odds, Scott and the RPM Rangers emerge in epic battles against Venjix and his forces, pushing them to their limits to protect Corinth and its civilians. Through their combined efforts, they ultimately achieve victory, defeating Venjix and restoring peace to the city. After the battle, Scott's father finally recognizes his son's true worth, offering him the position of commander of the Eagle Squad. Scott accepts with pride, cementing his legacy as a historic leader and a beacon of hope for the people of Corinth. I love this character. It had so many twists and turns. Absolutely loved it. They did an amazing job with that Red Ranger. And then a few years later, we saw Scott pop up in the Clash of the Red Rangers. It was supposed to be like this hour-long TV movie type of event went for Power Rangers Samurai, where we got to see an RPM Ranger. They did not bring back the whole team. Hell, they brought back the voice of Scott. The actor that played Scott was unavailable. I don't know if it was like from contract, if he was part of the union, if they worked it out where he could do the voice of the character. So they basically wrote in the story that he couldn't breathe outside of Corinth, even though in RPM it showed that you could breathe outside of Corinth. So I know that was a thing that a lot of fans were saying for years they completely got wrong, but we're going to talk about this. In a war-torn wasteland, Ranger Red from the RPM Rangers, Scott Truman, faced off against Professor Cog, who sought to destroy two worlds. Forced across dimensions, Scott encountered the Samurai Rangers and aided them in their fight against the Grinders. Despite initial mistrust, the Rangers united to stop Professor Cog and his army, learning valuable lessons about teamwork and sacrifice along the way. In the end, Ranger Red returned to his dimension, leaving the Samurai Rangers to continue their battle against evil. This was such a weird team up. I thought it was really cool that they at least tried to get that Disney Ranger in there, but because it was a little bit different, a couple years later, completely different companies, it didn't work, but they got the voice and they still made a pretty cool story with what they were working with. Definitely could have been way better though, but I'm happy that we got this character. I think Scott Truman is a perfect Red Ranger. I'm not saying he's the best Red Ranger, but he's everything you want in a character and a leader, man. And he had some things that he had to work on. He had some battles he was facing internally. Like, this was awesome. Great character, great leader. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Shout out all of the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make videos like this one. Thank y'all so much, and we will see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, the Arctic Operator, Roderick Ham, Papillon Oger, Salima Ramirez, Danny Nascimento, Stephen Heffelman, Chaos Draco, Thomas Franco, Adame King Nick, Louis Cairns, Miguel Ortiz, and Sean Schiffer. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. I just want to shout out all of the fans out there for taking the time out of their day to watch this content. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you can, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit that share button. And if you guys want to be a member, click that join button right now. We have a Blue Ranger membership that gets you into the exclusive fan chat Discord. Then we have the Gold Ranger membership. It gets you into the fan chat, but you also get a video shout out at the end of every video. I want to thank you guys again. If you can, sign up to be a member. We will see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.